Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Isabel and I love books. I love fall books, and this is what this video is gonna be about today. I'm gonna be going over my physical TBR for fall. I'm gonna be going over some books that I've already read that I recommend for fall, and I'm also gonna be telling you what I'm reading right now. It is September 13th, Friday the 13th, which I think is the perfect time to give you some spooky fall recommendations. I have a array of genres for you guys because I read an array of genres. I'm actually trying to work on that this year to broaden and read more genres. So I have some fantasy, I have some romance, and I even have some thrillers and some horror in here. So let's get right to it. To start off the video, I am gonna tell you guys what I got from Target. I love to shop, so sometimes I'm gonna be giving little hauls here and there in videos. I got some new underwear, which it's really awkward to go into Target and buy underwear and like be looking, and like when you're checking out, like everyone sees me like just scanning the underwear and they're all like waiting for me and staring at me, and it's really awkward. Anyways, I also got a Hawaiian shaved ice, one of my favorite drinks. I love the witch's brew. I wish I had that for this video because it's fall. It's so yummy. Seriously, if you haven't had it before, you like energy drinks, you need to try the witch's brew. It's like caramel apple flavor. It's yummy, yummy, yummy. And then the other things I got from Target, I kind of went there just for makeup because I am doing my own makeup for my wedding, which is in a week. If you're new here and you don't know, my wedding is in 8 days. Anyways, I got some new makeup just to kind of replenish what I already have, what I already use, and then kind of add a couple more things just so like for the wedding day to make sure my stuff looks good and stays on all day. So I got this Halo Glow highlight from e.l.f. It's kind of like, I was going in there looking for kind of like a creamy highlight that I can kind of like blend into my contour and into my foundation. So I thought that one would be good. I got this Dewy Finish NYX setting spray, which I also needed because I just want everything to look dewy and fresh. I want to look like a fresh, pretty, angelic bride. And I want my makeup to stay on all day and all night. So that's what I got for that. I have this NYX concealer, which I needed more of. I also got Epic Ink Liner, which I also needed more of. This one's kind of fun. I got two lip products. It's I got Revlon Mauve. I don't know how to say that. Lip pencil for around my lips to make them look full. L'Oreal lipstick. I don't know what color it is. Oh, Glow Paradise Mulberry Bliss. So I was drawn to this one because it kind of has like a balmy like texture to it is what it said, and it's kind of glossy, which I kind of like that it's gonna be going over my lip pencil. And then I also got mascara, which I will not be using for the wedding, but I just needed more mascara. This is like my favorite mascara, my ride or die. I've been using it for like 5 years. The reason I'm not gonna be wearing mascara at the wedding is because the day before I'm gonna be getting eyelash extensions for the first time, which I'm really excited about. But I usually wear fake lashes or put mascara on every day, but for the wedding, I want to have lashes that aren't gonna fall off. So that's why I did that. Anyways, what I am reading right now is I am currently in the middle of The Shadows Between Us. I think I talked about this in the last video. I like this book and I recommend it for fall because it's very like cozy fantasy vibe, and it has like romance in it, but it's not like insane, I guess. It's kind of more of like an undertone of the book, and it's kind of like friends to lovers. It gives Bridgerton, maybe like medieval times Bridgerton, and I'm liking it so far. I'm about halfway through, so I'm gonna finish that up probably within the next few days. And then the other book I am reading is My Roommate is a Vampire, which I love like fall and spooky themed books. Like they're just so fun and cute to me. I love the cover of this one. And I love how it's like kind of pop arty. So far I'm about 20% into this book, and I'm reading it on audio, and it's just so cute and silly, and like I don't know if you guys have ever watched What We Do in the Shadows, but it reminds me of that for sure. It's like very like spooky and silly. I am a huge vampire fiend. I love Vampire Diaries. I love Twilight. I don't really know too much about it so far. It's basically just about this girl that is being evicted from her apartment, so she ends up moving in with a vampire, but she doesn't know he's a vampire, and the rent is really cheap, and that's why she moved to this place. So I think it's kind of like a roommates to lovers situation, and it's very cute so far. And I like the main character, like his I like his vibe. Like, he's just kind of like direct, and he's like, I think he's supposed to be kind of like from medieval times, so he doesn't like know a lot about like modern culture, so she's like kind of teaching him, and he's like confused a lot of the time. Like, there's just like this one scene I just read where she's about to make dinner and she can't find any pots or pans in the house because he probably only drinks blood, is what I'm assuming, and he's like, oh, I'm having my pots and pans repaired. So I'm just like giggling in the car, like listening to this, like it's so funny and cute. So then I'm gonna also be sharing my fall TBR, which I have right here. I have this TBR, and you know, TBRs are very subjective to me. I am such a mood reader that I never really have like a set TBR. Like, I wouldn't just set a TBR for a month. I don't know, maybe I will do that one time, like for a video or something, but this is just kind of what's on my list for the few months of fall, and I love fall. I love the vibe of just drinking a pumpkin spice, cozying up and reading a book, or being in like a cozy little coffee shop while like the leaves are falling. Like, so these are kind of like the books that I will be recommending. Anyways, I'm gonna just go quickly through the TBR because, you know, I haven't read them yet. I don't know that much about them. Some of these like are popular, some are not, so I'll just go over them. Anyways, Throne of Glass, Sarah J. Maas. I tried to start this a few weeks ago, and I just wasn't in the mood for it because it's a huge series. I think it's like 8 books or something. I've heard that you're supposed to read ACOTAR first, which I actually have right behind me. One of my favorite series. I wanted to read this because I heard that it's a big series, it's a big dedication, but it pays off. I heard it's very good. There's like a dragon in it, I think. I genuinely know nothing about it, just that, I don't know. I think it was one of her first books or something, and she wrote it when she was like 21. Sarah J. Maas is a huge author right now. ACOTAR is very much trending. I love ACOTAR. I'm not going to talk about that too much, so anyway, not in this video at least. Maybe another one. Wow, that would be like a whole video for me just talking about ACOTAR. You know what? I might do it. Anyways, the next book is The Dead Romantics. Again, don't know much about this one. I think it's about, she's a ghostwriter. I don't know, it seems like she almost falls in love with a ghost or something. I genuinely don't know, but it looks cute. It looks very fall, I've heard. I love the cover, adorable. This one's actually for my book club. It's called Happy Medium by Sarah Adler. I have a book club, and we just started it actually, and this is like our first book of the book club. I heard this is a really cute, like, spooky book. It's about a medium that falls in love with like a goat farmer. So I think it's gonna be really whimsical and cute and fun. Probably like a quick read. I'd probably read like between fantasies or the next one, Queen of Myth and Monsters. This is a YA fantasy that I think it's about a vampire as well, which you already know I like vampires, so I think I'll like this one too. I think it has like kind of a court feel, kind of a royals, I don't know. The next one I've heard is a really good one. Time travel romance, and I've heard that it's really sad, so I've been kind of like putting it off just because I have to be in the mood. Like, again, I'm a mood reader. I have to be in the mood to cry, to be sad. I like to cry sometimes, so sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to like I haven't cried in a while. I need to read like a really sad book. So I think I'll save that for that kind of moment. Maybe like once it gets really cold and I just don't want to go outside at all and I'm depressed, I might read that. let's get on to the ones that I have read and I am recommending to you guys. I'm not going to be telling you guys my rating because I just want you guys to go into it. If you're interested in one of these books, to just go into it and be excited about it and read it. All of them are like over 3 stars for me, so I feel like that's like the base minimum, and 3 stars is like, yeah, I'd recommend that. And then there's a couple of like 4 and 5 stars in there. I wouldn't be recommending a book that's only like 1 or 2 stars that I gave. Like, even there's one I was like considering putting in this video, but I was like, no, I gave that 2 stars. I'm not gonna recommend that to you guys if it was like bad. The first one I got here for you guys is called Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This is one of her newer releases. I think it was a release this year. This book is an arranged marriage. The main character, her name is Misery, and she's a vampire, and she's arranged to be married to a werewolf. It kind of has like a mafia feel to it because there's like 2 separate families and that they're coming together within this marriage to unite both families and to show that they're allies. And I loved the main character, and I loved the love interest in this book. They're very strong characters for me, and he has a very protective feel over her, and I kind of really like that he's a werewolf. It's giving Twilight, it's giving spooky. It's not like a scary book whatsoever. I think there's a little bit of violence in it, and there's definitely spice in it, but I really liked it. I thought it was good. I think I would recommend it. I think it's a great fall book, especially like October, like the beginning of October would be like the perfect time to read this book. The next book I wanted to talk about is called The Paris Apartment. It is a thriller novel, and the main woman in it is looking for her brother and ends up moving in with her brother in an apartment, but the brother is missing. So the whole story is about her finding her brother, and it's set in Paris. I believe it's in like fall or winter. It's like definitely a cold book. Like, it's cozy, it has a really eerie feel to it, it's like creepy. The next book I'm going to talk about, I'm going to put you guys on this one, okay? It's called Divine Rivals. What do I even say about this book? This is literally probably my favorite book of all time. It is on my 6-star shelf. I couldn't read anything after. Like, I felt like I could not rate a book after this book because it shook me to the core. I loved it so much. It's about these people named Iris and Roman Kit, and I literally want to start crying, like, even just talking about it, because it's just so special to me. And I read it in a time that I needed to read it, I think. But anyways, they work in a newspaper together, and there's a war going on, and then they become correspondents. And they write letters to each other, and they have magical typewriters, and the letters are just so personal and sweet and just amazing. I need you guys to read this book if you haven't already, and it really just has a cozy fall feel. I just feel like fantasies in general are very like fall, very like easier to read in the fall. I feel like when you try to read a fantasy in the summer, it's not really the vibe because you're just like, I want to be outside, I want to be in the sunshine, I want to read like little happy romances or something. But fall is more inside, you're cozied up in a blanket, you're cozy on the couch. I don't think Divine Rivals was hard to read whatsoever. I think it's quite an easy read. The story is simple but beautiful, and I recommend it. Highly recommend it. Anyways, the next book I want to talk about is The Ex-Hex by Erin Sterling. This book is just a really cute fall romance. It's about 2 witches, actually, and it's a second chance romance. And they kind of come together again, and there's certain things happening where there's a hex on the man and the main love interest, and they're kind of trying to figure out how to break it together. And it's just very witchy, and it has a fall feel. It has like a Halloween event in it. It's like set in a small town. It's just so cute and good. Next book I'm going to recommend is called Gwendy's Button Box by Stephen King. I read this a while ago, and I still think about it a lot. It's about a young girl named Gwendy, and she meets a strange man at a park, while she's on a run, I believe, and he gives her this weird box that she becomes a guardian of, and this box gives her immense good luck. Like, she gets prettier, she wishes for a better body, she, you know, does well academically, she has a perfect boyfriend. Like, this box just gives her everything she wanted, but it also creates mass destruction, and the ending is insane. Trigger warning, there is death in it. I think this is a trilogy, and the Gwendy's Button Box is the first book of this trilogy. I haven't read the other two. I'm maybe planning on reading it again, so I can read the other two because it was very good. I love Stephen King. I haven't read all of his books. I've maybe read 5 of them, but everything I have read of his is just, you know, amazing. I feel like he's like another kind of author that's like in another box of like insanely famous authors, but there's like a good reason for that, you know, because when you do read a Stephen King book, you're like, oh, this is crazy, this is good, you know. Anyways, the last book I'm gonna recommend for you guys is called Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This one I got pretty popular on TikTok, and I really liked it. I thought it was cute. It's a high school romance, kind of like a friends to lovers romance, and I like it for fall because I think it starts like at the beginning of their school year, and you know, it's just a cute, like, fun read. Like, I would definitely recommend it like between books, but I feel like both of the characters like had a lot of development, which I really liked. And it's kind of like a makeover book where he's like helping her like get made over to impress another boy that she has a crush on, and yeah, you can kind of see where that goes. And there's a lot of movie references, a lot of Taylor Swift references if you're into that, and it's just cutesy and fun. I'm gonna end that here, you guys. I really, really, really appreciate you watching. If you have watched at the end of this, please, please, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on another social media platform. Follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Happy Friday the 13th.